Ain't no change they pocket. History they crop it. True fraud they block it. Vote right, same chain, same pain. New name, whole game insane. We the product and domain, but I move all green. Free a bid, love intent, forbid. Existing never hit. You can't know one bread decree. You can't fence infinity. This is what they feel to see. I ain't free, I just be.
Yep, it's that time again. New hero, sneak peek. Of course. I just wish that the new hero would have correlated some way into the 3-year anniversary. That's what they did the last 2 times. It has nothing to do with it. Yes, this one is still going on. As you can see, I've progressed to the point where the rewards have remained the same. And to this one here, right? I feel like back here, if you happen to make it this far back here, the rewards back here should have been insane, right? Like, let's take a look here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 additional rewards back here. It should have been, times 2, like 2 chaos crystals. One of those, 2 of the selectors for the awakening, 2 of the selectors for the SBs, right? High stuff like that, right? Because most people they're not even gonna come close to getting back here, right? Unless you're spending a lot of money on a game, that's different. But even if I spend money on a game and I get to this point and this is what you're giving me, I'm just saying, like, there's no incentive to go beyond where I am. Like, once you get to, what was it, 7, right? Even 7 is not that great. I'm just saying, like, you can give out these awards. Come on now. The rewards in this game needs to be revamped, right? If you revamp the rewards in the game, it incentivizes you to push. That's a step in the direction. Yes, they haven't created any new content in a long time, but going back and work on some of the content that is already there and revise the rewards. Because the reason why I'm saying this now and not later on in the video, I don't know if these developers watch my videos. I don't. But if they do, this is what I'm putting in the front. And I know that a lot of people, they do what they do. That's their business, how they watch content. I can't tell them how to, right? So I'm going to put it up front. Because chances are, if you click on it, you're going to see it at the beginning. Before we get into the new hero, Tank, of course. And I'll also talk about the team and take a look at what the new hero, I think it's she, brings to the table, right? Before we get into all of that, what's up, guys? Master Styles here. Welcome you back to Inside Gaming, your go-to source for all things Eternal Evolution. And like I mentioned, we're going to take a look at the new hero. Before we do that, let's take a look at the tanks, right? With there being a new hero, it is going to be, actually, let's go to Terran. So it's going to be a new tank Terran hero, right? So that means that there's nobody else that is a triple S that could be awakened. Connor's awakened, Panda's awakened. Who else is left? Who else? Let's watch him here beat up the adversaries in the dock. The man, the myth, the legend himself, the Berg. And if you watch the free-to-play series, you already know about Bergman. His back should be hurting because he carries the free-to-play account on his back. He's healing, and for him, I hope that his heal, I think, is it this under his passive, whichever one it is, the one where he heals, right? They make it the circle bigger because I talked about this, and also double damage. I know it increases the damage here because the only reason why I know that is because I want to get him to this point on the free-to-play account. It says ally units, not even heroes, units. That's huge already. So that means that there's summons inside there, they'll do 20% more damage and make it bigger and increase this number. Make sure you guys enhance this. Make it bigger, increase the numbers, or throw some damage reduction, or matter of fact, block revival. Block, what's the other one? Cheat that. If you're in the circle, you cannot revive, right? Or you can't use cheat that. Give me one. Honestly, I'll take cheat that, because even if you revive, and if you revive and you don't have a way to reduce the damage you're taking, you're just gonna end up dying. But I would rather block cheat that, right? Because that would be great against the vanguards. It's a counter for vanguards, right? And block shields. Wow, we're at it. But again, an awakening for Bergman, I can see it. He's the only other Terran tank that is a triple SS in the game, and the rest, it is what it is. So we finally got to get another Terran tank. We don't have a lot of them, so maybe Panda will make it back to the team. So let's hop over to the tank team here. So right now, this here is the tank team that I'm running, right? Not saying it's the best one, it's just the one that I'm running. Obviously, the alternative would be if you put Res back here. It is a slot for the new tank unit. Again, I have, actually, Nord can get on out of here. Do we have somebody else we can put in there? No, we don't, actually. We do not. But we could slot the new hero in here. If the new hero brings something that could potentially work well with Panda, we can go back to Panda. This guy, he's on a different team. Yes, okay. Wygor is on a different team. That's why. But generally, I've seen people use this guy. I need to go back. I need to make a video about him because I want to see what is the hype about, right? But again, let's put her back in there. So I started using the support hero here. You know, the stuns, interrupts. Stun's not bad. The ultimate is trash, but not bad. But anyways, back to the tank team. So this primarily is the tank team that I run. And how do I run it? Because now it's Hellerena. I just put Deji in there because I'm actually not using the summoner team. I'm not, because I'm using this team here. Where is it? No, this one. I've been using this one. You know, it's annoying to deal with. It's like, how do you go against it, right? Depending on how good the opposition's energy team is, they'll throw energy at this and they'll end up losing because of LB. And we had Lil Woo. Like, come on now. The correlation is there. And the NX is not really necessarily need to be there, but she's just there to annoy you, right? But again, back to the tank team. The new hero could fit right into this team. I feel like the other two slots like plug and play. You can pick whoever you choose, right? Depending on what you have. If you don't have Connor, you already know. I have to show it because I feel like a lot of people are going to ask the question, put Panda in there. Is it going to be the same? No, because Connor brings that protection, and of course, his own form of layers, but the layers sometimes are broken, they don't work correctly, and they pick and choose what they want to do. And sometimes they disappear quick, sometimes they don't disappear. It's just so inconsistent, depending on what you're facing. It's annoying. And of course, that energy. Ooh, actually, something else I was thinking about. That energy. I'll try to remember it. The energy that he gives at the beginning. But to our boy Bergman here, if the developers are listening, please give him. I don't even have anything on him. Wow. Okay. I haven't used him on this account. Please give him, in the enhancement of his circle, right? Where when he pops his circle, it should be an effect. Like, I don't need him to do the animation of the hammer anymore. I don't want him to do that anymore. I just want it to be kind of like, what's his name? Alistar. Alistar just casts out the beam or the protection around him. There's no animation. Get rid of the animation and just let it pulses off of him. Because sometimes when he's doing his ultimate, when he casts his ultimate, he just keeps doing the hammering, and he have to interrupt that to do the animation to let out the feel around him. Let's get rid of that. That would be nice. But again, inside that feel, another effect that I would love is that you're protected, like you're immune to manipulation, right? Your similar to what's his name has, where your HP and your energy / rage cannot be manipulated, meaning that, like, if someone like Ampu hits you, your max HP cannot be reduced. That would be great. Matter of fact, I'll even take that over the other stuff that I mentioned, because for the tanks, they need some type of protection against energy. Like, energy is going to shred them. They're never gonna be able to cast their ultimates. But at least with Bergman, we have that additional protection. We already have the reflector from the new hero, but that's kind of something I would want. So if Bergman gets awakening, we just remove that and put the Berg in the back, and then a new hero will fit right into the team. That's kind of how it is. And why is it only 3? Huh. Oh, because she was there. Oh, okay. I see. I was trying to figure out it was 4. One of these heroes are listed. No, I think what's his name here? Orton is Terran, considered a Terran. I know that what's his name up here? Kara is considered a Windfear. That I know. Right? But again, this is the team here. Let's go see what the new hero brings to the table. Enough talking about the tank team. This is what it looks like. I'll just back out of it so you can see. This is what the tank team looks like. Let me run my actual team here. You can put Panda in there just for the sake of the video, but generally this is how it would look. And of course you can put Rez in there and it would work. But see, once you add the new hero, then it would become 5 out of 5, which is great. All right, so here she is. It looks just like I just seen her name, the hunter hero there. A little bit, just a little bit, but I like the shield, right? Is she gonna do a lot of damage? Maybe not, right? Because she seems more defensive than offensive. Is it going to help against the energy team? Maybe not, but we'll have to see. I do like that reflective damage. Also, who else has that? Uguay have reflective damage too. Maybe that's why people are using it, but let's get to it. So their commanders, a new triple Terran tank hero, Sona, Iron Guardian, is coming soon in Eternal Evolution. Sona raises her shield, okay, shield protection of course, and creates a protective field. How big is the field? All right. She gains damage reduction and damage reflection. She. What do you mean she? Huh. I don't like that. Unless they change this where it's everyone around her or everyone within the field gains that, would be interesting. But it just says she. But let's keep moving. It said if the attacking targets are energy, heroes, or hunters, like that already, the damage reflection percentage is additionally increased. Okay, great. All right. But how big is this field? This says in PvE modes versus PvP. Huh. That's interesting. That's usually the other way around. Why in PvE modes? Huh. Damage reflection is additionally increased. Because I'm trying to think of where we would have a situation where the enemy is energy or hunters. What? I'm like thinking about Twilight Lands. Where are there energy heroes in PvE that's dishing out a lot of damage? Maybe they're foreshadowing something new coming, hopefully, right? Damage reflection. When receiving damage, deals a certain percentage of that damage to the attacking target. Wow. Okay. I like it that they explain what it is, but how well does it work? Hero characteristics: protection, knockdown, hero overview, damage shroud, counterattack. Okay. Again, sneak peek doesn't really give us a lot to go off of. We don't have to wait till the skills come up, but I just don't like this part right here where it's in PvE modes. I would rather that for PvP, to be honest, right? Just trying to figure out where we're struggling that it can reflect damage additionally. Maybe Twilight Lands, possibly. But again, it goes back to how big is this protective field, right? And I can still see Bergman correlating with this girl. So again, we're gonna have to wait and see for what the rest of the skills are tomorrow. Am I gonna make a video about it? Probably not. I'll cover something else. I'll figure something out. But again, to go back to the tank team here, based off of that, the protection and the potential that Bergman will be awakened, because it's the only one that's there that's Terran, right? So it's pretty much obvious, which is great. The first of the boys to get an awakening. I hope they make him OP. Of course, go for it. He's one of the boys. So I think the new hero could potentially help out against the energy team, but that damage reflex, I need to look at something real quick. Who else? Where is he? And let me know in the comments, right? What am I tapping here? This is support. This guy, he has that too, the reflective damage, the block. So here it says reflective shield enhanced upon successful block restores energy. He has it here. It says upon receiving damage has a 10% chance to completely block the damage, right? It's just block it. So they block you with them into the same damage. It doesn't really, and then it says knocks the enemy and surrounding target. Okay, well, it's not reflecting the damage, it's more of a protection thing, right? Yeah, maybe that's what he's doing. But again, he has that ability, but this one is a little bit different. It sounds more like it's going to do back the damage that's being dealt to those that are within the field. If it's those that are within the field, that could be some crazy damage there, right? Let's think about it. Bosses do a lot more damage than a regular hero would. Might be a way to help out in Twilight Lands. Too bad I don't have any way to show that. But again, if you made this far in the video, the word of the day is Bergman. I think our boy is going to get an awakening, and he needs it, right? Because I'm really a fan of this guy. I liked him when he came out, and that heal at the beginning of the game. This is why I picked him in the free-to-play account. It's just too good. Again, eventually, if you're a new player and you do go with Bergman, right, you're gonna get to a point where once you get to PvP, you're gonna have to get a support. So don't neglect your support, because you have a tank that sits up front that heals, right? So again, maybe they'll surprise me and go a different route. You know how this game is. You think you got it figured out. But if you're new around here, you want guides, updates, walkthroughs, first looks, all of that fun stuff, this is the channel you want to subscribe to. We're on our way to 2,000 subscribers. We're literally knocking on the door. At this point, we might as well just kick it in. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, of course. For those that are rocking with me, let me know how you feel about that new hero and the potential of Bergman being awakened. And please, for the love of Christ, recenter this guy. The camera needs to pan to the left. Let's look at it here. I already turned him. He's too off to the left. He needs to be centered. Every other hero is centered. I don't know why they do that to my boy. I don't even want to see his animation. I don't want to see that guy's animation. But without further ado, I want to thank you for watching. Till the next video. Peace.